Okay, today is August 13, 2026. So, first thing I'm going to do is show this. Since people like deleting my emails that might, look bad or whatever. See? Everybody see that? Okay, Mr. Perry's crying right now, if you can even believe that. The guy has done horrific, unimaginable things to me and my family and thinks he's the victim. So when he acts like he's the victim and when he thinks it's okay to ask me for information, after he's done what he's done, people get very pissed off at him. He's turned a lot of people against him. So for many, many years, what I have told them is don't do anything that you wouldn't want in a congressional hearing. You vigorously pursued public service, Charles Perry. You vigorously pursued public figure status. And not only that, but made sure you told everybody, hold me accountable. Hold me accountable. I think there's an accountability ethics something committee that you're on. So you're going to hold everybody accountable but you, correct? Okay, so we heard you guys with a straight face just say, go have somebody tell her she can't do that. I can, I just did. Okay, you do not tell me what to do. You don't know what court orders are in place to allow me to do what I'm doing or what an investigator told me to do. So I'm just doing what I'm told, what my supervisor that you want so badly to talk to told me to do. You don't know what evidence was presented in a court to get the orders we have, do you? But you're an imminent danger to me and Tristan and Dennis, my kids. An imminent danger and a threat to our lives, our safety, and our well-being. Not just physically, but mentally and emotionally. You traumatize us every single day, and you have done so for 15 years. You are a lawmaker, sir, and yet you cannot comply with the law. And when you get caught, you cry foul and act like a 2-year-old and run around and cry like a baby. I have more balls than all of you guys put together, all of you. Now, this is much. I have not seen any court orders, by the way. I've not seen any lawsuit. And the guys will not tell me much because the less I know, the better. They're going to deal with it in a criminal case. All of it. All the civil suits you did something illegal in. All the traffic court case, the eviction case, Mike Neely's case, any case involving me that you did something ill, and maybe more than that you did something unlawful in will be dealt with in a criminal case. Every person involved. Okay? We're doing this for that. There's a criminal case. There's also supposed to be a congressional hearing or two on human trafficking and terrorism and law enforcement that is corrupt because people want corruption stopped. Now, how many times have you been told, she's not kidding, stop? She's not kidding, stop. She's not kidding, stop. Every contact, every problem, every loss you cause on purpose. You've invaded my privacy. You are vulgarly violating me. I feel raped by you. You're selling watch time on the internet, on the dark web, aren't you? You do not have my consent. You're doing it against my will. And I've made that very clear. You've been sent an invoice for $3,000 a day for doing that to me, using my body, using my property, using my utilities, my internet, for your personal financial gain. $3,000 a day, and in March 2026, I upped that to $5,000 a day. And every day you continue to violate me like that and sexually exploit me for your own personal financial gain. You agree to pay the bill. I do expect payment. You can do it voluntarily like a big boy and cease and desist, or they will do it for you with compounding interest daily. You live with your choices, sir. You live with your choices. You're a big boy. You're making big boy choices. You're going to pay the big boy consequences. You're not 2 years old. You want to be governor and act like that? Come on with that. You can't even do dog catcher, sir, if you can't manage your own life better than that. There's a certain reasonable expectation that a guy like you would be stopped in doing the things that you've done. I've asserted that you're a voyeur, that you're a baby killer, that you're cop killers, and I'm talking about you collectively. Some of you aren't in the lawsuit, like Lucius. I don't know Lucius. His name comes up on police surveillance. That's how I have his name. Same with Gregory, same with Gordy. Jacob I've met. Man Bun Jacob, I've met him. He found out where and when I was working and came to talk to me. He knew who I was. I didn't know who he was. So why is he showing up at my work? I have a legitimate reason to be at my work. He does not. David Robertson didn't either. Mickey James didn't either. Terry Wagner didn't either. Terry Wagner, get this. Terry Wagner tells me that he is in road construction for about 30, 40 years in Oklahoma. The first time I met him. And then he tells me, I said, oh, so you know David Robertson? I didn't ask him anything about David Robertson. I didn't tell him anything about David Robertson. Didn't say how I knew David Robertson. Didn't say I'm in a lawsuit with the guy. Nothing at all about David Robertson. All I said is, so you must know David Robertson. Supposedly this is a stranger who doesn't know me from Adam, who walked into my strip club, and I'm talking to him. You know David Robertson? No, never heard of him. Oh my God. Okay, bullshit. Because you've been in Oklahoma road construction, building bridges and shit for 40 years and you never heard of him. Maybe you've never met him, but chances are very low on that. But you've at least heard of him. Because I used to live in Las Vegas where there's 2 million people. Okay, 2 million people. The people in the medical industry know each other. 2 million people, we know each other. We've at least heard of each other. When I lived there. There's 2 million people in the state of Oklahoma. So you heard of him. But you're sitting here lying to me, telling me you didn't hear of him. Well, you know what that tells me? He sent you here. And I'll get you to say it somehow. You're stalking for them. You're a proxy stalker is all you are. So, and what they're going to do is they're going to have you buy lap dances when I'm doing what they think I'm doing. If they think I'm doing what they want, and if I don't do what they want, they'll tell you not to give me any money. Watch. I'm going to prove it. We're going to watch this. We're going to see how this goes. So, one night I tell the guy to come into my work, and he can't. He's distraught over his wife getting sick with cancer, and she's dying, and he can't come in. He's upset. Guess what? Then all of a sudden one night they need him to come in. So he texts me, and he's like, I want to come into the club and get a dance from you tonight. You working? And I'm like, actually, we're closed tonight. So I'm not. But I did. Then he says, like, well, my wife died. She had cancer. Remember, he's too distraught to come in when I need the money, right? I need him to come in. This is what we do. This is how we make money. We contact our customers and tell them to come in when we need money. That's called running a business. It's called marketing. So that's what I did. A stripper is an independent contractor. You're a small business owner. So it's your responsibility to market yourself. Contact customers. Get them to come in. Same as if it was a retail store or any other kind of business. So that's what I did. Oh, I can't. My wife is dying of cancer, and I'm just so distraught and upset I can't make it in tonight. Oh, okay. So one night he texts me he wants to come in. And his wife had died, blah, blah, blah. Well, turns out she died that day. Now, who the hell goes into a strip club the night your wife dies? That night? Oh, my God. So I have all those texts. I'm not going to show them here. That's something we're going to keep for the criminal case. He was a conduit of coercion. Because if I'm good and did what if you thought I was doing what you wanted, you had him come in and give me money. Or if you needed me to have money so you didn't have to explain something, then he came in and gave me money. Otherwise, if I did something to piss you off, he's busy that night. He can't come in, right? Isn't that how that worked? Right? I don't know. Can Judge Egan prove me wrong? Can you? Can Judge Parker? Can any judge or can you prove me wrong on fact? I mean, you have Terry's text. He's your guy, right? He can show the courts all the texts going back and forth between me and him from the beginning to the end, right? Okay. Well, why don't you get Terry Wagner to show the judges, Judge Egan or Judge Jane or Judge Parker or Judge McClendon or any judge you go to, have him show all the text going back and forth between the two of us, okay? Then you got this Pinto guy, did the same thing, asked me if I would take $5,000 for a night of sex with Charles Perry. Again, how's he know who I am, where I work, and when I work? Okay, and I was like, ew, he creeps me out. No, I did not counter offer. I didn't try to negotiate. It was just a hard no. He creeps me out. No. Absolutely never going to happen. Does that sound like I'm in love with this guy? I'm taking him to court. I don't want anything to do with him. Okay, you're being rejected and rebuffed, Mr. Perry. Grow up. Okay, you are unprofessional. You're not dignified. You're creepy. You got problems, things that you do to people that are unimaginable and horrific, and you do need to explain it. There's, like I said, if you don't want it in forget court. Fuck court. If you don't want it in a congressional hearing for the whole world to hear about, don't say it and don't do it. And I told you that when I was living in Tulsa. Remember? Years ago. We keep our promises. It's different this time. You're going to see things you've never seen before. We kept that promise. You're going to try to find my boss and get this whole thing shut down, the investigation shut down, and you're going to try to get me fired, and you're going to get the runaround because he's not going to give you the time of day until you give back what you took and get the fuck out of my life. Nobody's going to help you. We kept our promise. You're going to have consequences you're not going to like if you don't fucking leave me alone. Get off my back. Get you and your people and get off my back. Get off everybody's back because everybody's had enough of it. And that includes you, Lucius, or maybe it's especially you. What kind of power do you have when the best you can do is fight a woman and a little old granny at that, and only if you have help and you're going to hide and sneak around like a rat in the dark? Where's the dignity in that and where's the power in it? Isn't that what you're all about? I got to be power. We got to make her mind us. You know, you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. You don't know what court orders are in place, Lucius. They got your name on them. We got your name from police surveillance. Why else do this, sir? If you don't want it in a congressional hearing for the whole world to hear or see, don't say it and don't do it. Just like that. And you don't tell me what to do. Don't forget who you're talking to. I'm doing things nobody else has done in your life. You've not had this happen before. It is absolutely happening now. It is happening now, sir. I didn't pick the fight. I don't even know you. You picked the fight. I'm literally a little old granny. I'm nearly 60 years old and I have a grandkid. Literally, what kind of fucking tough guy picks a fight with a little old granny and you gotta have help and you gotta hide behind this and that and a cop, some corrupt cop and this, who the fuck thinks that's power? You think people are just blown over when you walk in the room by your power when that's the best you can do? Find a man your age, your size, in good health, and you fight that guy by yourself. Or shut up. Shut up. You don't tell me what to do. Look what happens when you do that. You start getting caught, and then you cry. Oh, we got caught in a first-degree murder of a cop. Oh, we got caught in first-degree murder of this person, a baby. Or third degree or second degree, whatever it is. You don't get to cry. You did the act. You did the big boy thing. You chose the big boy, made the big boy choice. You chose the big boy consequence, right? Okay, you don't like the heat. Get the fuck out of my kitchen, sir. You guys wouldn't survive in Vegas. I mean, not for a day. Or D.C. Charles wouldn't make it in D.C. Not for a day. They'd have too much to hold over his head. He'd get nothing done he'd promised to the people who voted him in. Nothing. Look at this. You want $5,000? Be creeped out, but for $5,000. No. Nope. Ew. Nope. Not gonna happen. See? You could run him politically. And what I say? Who gives a fuck? What I asked him to do is get the fuck off my back. That's all he had to do. Leave me alone. That's it. You know what it costs to leave somebody alone? It's free. No money and no time at all. To leave other people the fuck alone. Mind your own damn business and leave everybody else alone. It's free. No, it costs nothing. Look at that. Mind your own fucking business. Leave everybody alone. Look at that. Politically, you could ruin him. Yep. I don't give a shit. I want him to fucking leave me alone. It's free to do that. Costs no time and no money and no consequences. Yep. Couldn't do it. He couldn't do it. No control. Okay, what'd I tell her? What combination of words do I use to get the bitch to leave me alone? See? What combination of words do I use? What name do I call you? What do I say to make you fucking leave me alone? What words do I use to make all you weirdos leave me and my family the fuck alone? Put your dolly down. Act like a grown man. You're making big boy choices and you're going to have big boy consequences this time. We gave you full disclosure. Have somebody come tell me I can't do what I'm doing. Go ahead. I dare you. And see what happens. See what the guys do to you. Okay? We've told you all along the way, here's what will happen if you do this. Here's what will happen if you touch if you walk in my kitchen uninvited. You're not invited in my home. If you come in anyway and you turn the stove all the way up and you stick your hand on it or sit on it, you're going to get burned this time. My stove works quite well, actually. Don't cry about it. You chose all that. Those are big boy choices. Be a big boy about your consequences and quit crying like a baby. Okay, you don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. You don't tell me what to do. I have court orders that I'm in compliance with it's a need to know, you don't get to know. You're the offender. You're the one pissing everybody off. I can get information you can't because you are pissing everybody off. People get a phone call from you and then hang up the phone and laugh at you. Does he not know what it means that she has what she has? We know what it means. Why doesn't he? Why doesn't he know what it means? What do you even say to someone that dumb? What do you say? How do you communicate with someone that stupid? How? I don't know how. So how do they? Okay? This is 421 pages of stuff you wanted covered up. And in order to save lives, Judge Ian, we have to uncover it. We're trying to save lives. I'm not sure what your agenda and your motive is, but my God, you're being investigated too, because it appears that your motive and your agenda could be to hurt people or put them in a situation where they're going to be hurt instead of protecting them. Okay, I can't speak to your intents and your motives, but the guys can because they've heard you talking about your intentions and your motives. They don't tell me everything. I don't know all about that, but they have it. Okay, I'm telling you they have it. And they're going to do the right thing with it. And that's their decision. It's above my head. A lot of decisions are above my head. Okay, it doesn't mean I disagree with them. I do agree with them. I agree if it'll save a life, I totally agree with them. But they're above my head. It's not up to me. So if it's not up to me, and somebody, because you can't do that, it's not up to me. Besides that, you think I'm the only one getting this information? You're off your nut. I'm not the only one getting this information. I told you they got 12 reporters involved in this, in the need to know, because they're going to make sure when the story breaks, it breaks properly. 3 of those reporters do not live in the United States of America. That doesn't mean they're not Americans. Maybe they are, maybe they're not. We're not going to tell you one way or the other. But they don't live in the United States of America. Okay, we're trying to protect ourselves and protect the integrity of the facts. Judge Egan, we're not trying to upset you. We're not trying to threaten you. We're trying to save lives. Why aren't you? Why are you not taking the proper actions and the proper steps to save a person's life? We're very confused as to why you would do that to another human being. So you want to have somebody come tell me I can't do my job? Do it. I dare you. And watch what the guys do. You're not going to like it. But we have told Mr. Perry all along the way, here's what the consequences will be if you continue to do the crime. You're going to have consequences this time. It's going to be different this time than what you're used to. Okay, you've gotten away with heinous, depraved, demented, unimaginable, inhumane crimes. All your life, not this time. Things are about to change. Your life as you knew it is over. Okay, let go of what was and accept what is. This is what is. You're in some trouble this time. This time there are consequences. This time you made a big boy choice. You're going to have a big boy consequences. And you don't get to act like a crybaby about it. You live with it. And Mr. Perry told me, I can live with my choices. So what? So he doesn't get to cry now, all these years later. He doesn't get to. He's a public figure. The public is entitled to know what he's doing in his private life. Aren't they? Judge Egan, Judge Parker, Judge McClendon, and Judge Jade. They are, aren't they? So where's he been all these years? Where is he spending his time? Who's he spending it with? And what is he doing? And why is he doing it? What are you hiding? And why are you hiding it, sir? Prove me wrong on fact. If you can prove me wrong on fact, you would have done it by now. You've resorted to RICO Act violations. Lots of them. Lots and lots and lots of them. Okay, you can't go running around and know that people are horrified when somebody does XYZ crime, but they're okay with it when you do it. That's not how that works. You're old enough, you ought to know better. Don't expect people to trust you to run the state of Texas if you can't figure that out. Okay, and they do get to decide whether or not they think you're competent mentally to do the job. So far, if you can't put basic concepts together, cause and effect, same, different, before and after, in 15 years, sir, and you can't figure out why we get the help and you don't, and we always find out before, not after, most times, not always, but most times, okay, you're not mentally competent to be dog catcher. And everybody has the right to know what your skill set is and your intellect and your ability to reason before they hire you to be paid by taxpayers to do a job. Don't you think? You wanted accountability, so be accountable. Where were you? Why were you in Pensacola the night Lucky Miller was murdered? And how many times were you there before and after? What were you doing? Who'd you meet with? And why were you meeting with them? Okay, you owe people those explanations, sir. And that's all there is to it. I don't put up with bullshit, and you knew that when you met me. You knew that when you met me. I don't put up with bullshit. I don't have to. I have help. See, I can't do this by myself, right, Judge Egan? You know, Your Honor, that I cannot do stuff like this by myself. I know there's a court case. I know that there's orders that I've not been served the suit, any motions. I've not been served shit. You know how I know the very little bit that I know? I don't know what any orders say. I don't care. It's going to criminal court. So what difference does it make to me? What the fuck would I care about that for? Okay, they're going to charge you guys. It's a crime what you're doing in that courtroom. And you know that. And you've said that. You flat said it. We heard you talking about it many times. So, I'm told very little about it. I'm just told that it's going to criminal court. It's part of the criminal case, as is your hunting trip your duck hunting trip with Sam Cummings and blah blah. There's a lot of it. So they can use it as a witness tampering charge, and that's the act. They can use it as a lot of things. That's one thing the prosecutors have discussed with me is here's how we can charge it. We can charge it like this, or we can charge it like this, or we can charge it like this, or we can charge 2 charges, we can charge 5 charges for each little thing you do. So you don't tell me what to do, sir. I'm doing my job. I'm sorry that hurts your feelings and you're a little crybaby when you get caught doing something heinous and unimaginable that is taking people's lives, getting people killed, good people, ruining jobs, ruining careers, ruining lives. Okay, but the whole rest of the world is sick of you doing that and getting away with it, and they want you stopped. So we get the help and you don't. Everybody is sick of corruption. They're tired of it. They don't want it. The world is sick and tired of corruption, Judge Egan. They're sick of it. So we get the help and they don't. People want it stopped. They want it stopped. Police officer who's supposed to pull me over, same thing. Or whoever it is, they want to come tell me I can't do that. I'm going to answer you right now. You don't tell me what to do. Don't obstruct justice. Don't interfere with what we're doing. We're getting it done, and people want corruption stopped. Yesterday. They want it stopped. So, I remember telling Ben Campbell many, many, many years ago. Ben Campbell, listen to me very carefully. Okay, I'm looking, here's the thing. People who are smart learn from your mistakes. But if you're smarter, you learn from other people's mistakes. So if you look at John Ensign, I liked John Ensign. John Ensign was my senator. I met with John Ensign. John Ensign is a great guy. However, he made a mistake. John Lopez, his chief of staff, he and I had a screaming match at each other one day, and then we smoothed it out and we became pretty good friends. Okay, John Lopez was a nice guy. John Lopez and John Ensign both were nice people. Aaron Cohen, okay. So when I say this, no disrespect, but this is just what happened. And Lopez agreed that it was a mistake. I think a lot of people agreed it was a mistake. John Ensign had an affair with Cindy Hamilton, and his parents did a $96,000 payoff to the Hamiltons, the Mr. and Ms. Hamilton, to compensate them for the problems that he caused in doing that. And John Ensign almost went to jail for that payoff. Now, and he is no longer electable. He's not electable anymore. Okay, now you got the other side of the spectrum. You got Sanford, I think was his name. He was a governor, I think, in North Carolina or South Carolina, and he goes and traipses off with some lady in Argentina, had an affair, and got caught, and came back and apologized and resigned. Rehabbed his reputation and ran for Congress, and now he's a congressman, or he was. Last I heard. Hold on, let's look. I don't pay attention to all this stuff anymore because I no longer have a political consultant business, so it's not really... I don't give a shit about it anymore. Right now I'm fighting crime, so... Mark Sanford is his name. Okay, so look at this. He's governor of South Carolina. Then he takes a hiatus. He goes public, and he's like, I'm so sorry. I made a mistake. Terrible, terrible mistake. He was honest with people. He apologized like a grown-up man. Took responsibility like a man. Took a hiatus. And he's a congressman. For, from 2013 to 2019. Okay? John Ensign is no longer electable after he tried to cover everything up. So I told Ben Campbell that. Don't make the mistake of trying to cover this up. Okay? Just deal with it like men. Professionals, dignity, and cut it the fuck out. Knock it off. Did they listen? No, they did not. Now I have 421 pages of a whole lot of organized crime information on what they've done with their time all day long, all these years, that nobody else has. And the big question is, who all has it? Who all has it? What are they going to do with it, and who are they going to do it to? When are they going to do it, and how pissed off did you want them to be when they do it? Okay, you're not behaving professionally, you're not behaving intelligently, you're not behaving responsibly, you're not behaving like a mature individual. And so if you can't do that in your personal life, you can't do that for a state, sir, is pretty much the conclusion that most people come to. You're hanging up the phone and people talk about the conversation that you had with them when you hang up. We get a lot of that. Either they call us and tell us, or we get it some other way, depends. But you don't tell me what to do. Okay, you don't decide that. I don't work for you, I work for somebody else who's investigating you. So you don't dictate what I do, they do. You answer to them. I answer to them. You're about to answer to the public. And that's your choice, you chose that. Okay, you did a big boy crime, you made some big boy choices, you're going to have some big boy consequences, and you don't do something that horrifies everybody, and it's bad if somebody else does it, but it's okay if you do it. That is not how that works, and you're old enough to know that. You should know better. And that goes for all of you, whether you're in the lawsuit or not in the lawsuit. Okay, this is the evidence, Your Honor, that people do not like what they're doing, and that they don't want to tolerate it anymore, whatever it is. Okay? I'm not sure why you would condone it. Okay? There's morals, and there's ethics, and there's the American Bar Association has set some guidelines, and there's laws and statute and case precedents, and everybody expects you to honor those and uphold those to the best of your ability, and the Constitution, most importantly. And so, if that's not happening, then the people who are investigating crime will hold you also accountable. And that's not up to me. That goes way above my head. I'm not the decision maker. That goes, and more people have this than just me. Why would they not? Okay, why would they not? So, this has been an ongoing thing for 15 years. If there's corruption in a court case, in a courtroom, why not include that in the criminal case? Why not include it? Why would you just let that go? If you don't want it heard by the whole world in a congressional hearing or whatever, then don't say it and don't do it. And I told you that years ago. And for you to tell me now that you don't like being caught in your crime when you've been told repeatedly for 15 years, you are caught when you do it to me and my kids. It's not the same as the other victim. It's different. Same, different. Cause and effect. We get the information many times, not always, but most times, beforehand, not after. So these are daycare concepts. We all had these mastered in daycare. Okay, so if you can't figure stuff like that out, you're not competent mentally or intellectually to run your own life, and sure as shit, not a state. Now, we have some people, when they hang up the phone, they go, that guy wants to be governor, which might be fine for Texas. That's a bunch of hillbilly country bumpkins over there, but it wouldn't work for us in this state. Yeah, we have a higher bar here where we live if you want to be governor. So, people say what they say, they think what they think. We have the right to form an opinion and say our opinion in this country, don't we? Yeah, you don't tell me what to do, sir. You are the offender being investigated, Mr. Perry. You don't get to obstruct justice, and you sure as shit don't get to ask me for information. And if you do, you pay for it. We get information, not you. And yet you do it anyways. You never shut up. Get out of my privacy. If you don't like the heat, get out of my kitchen.